Now, what I'm going to do, at this moment is I'm going to just give people once again, yet again, my perspective on things. And there's a very unique perspective that exists that seems to be more of a chameleon, a perspective that normally changes based on what it is we're talking about. What's going on, Chaos? How you doing, man? And because I am an advocate for black men, I am a super agent advocate for fathers. You know, hey, listen, if you got pests in your house, you don't call a plumber. You call an exterminator. And you deal with the issues that make that house have pests. What's going on, champ? So it's unfortunate that when you hear me speak, damn, I'm going to be talking about women. It's unfortunate for you. It's long overdue for men. So I need y'all to follow me. Now I'm here today to tell you, or just basically break down to you, just how dumb child support is when a father is taking down for child support. Allow me to get the old trusty calculator. Allow me to get the old trusty calculator. Not there. I have the trusty calculator. So what I'm going to do, and I want to ask you guys to do the same thing, because we're going to kick it off like this. I'm going to first say to you, child support is dumb when you put a father on it. Now, there's some estrogen out there that's going to listen to that and say, nah, I don't know, I don't think so. Of course you don't. You're estrogen. So, this is what I had to battle over my career. I was put on child support, and I had people listening to the acts that was done, child support put on me, and it was so easy to criticize me. It was so easy to just say, well, you supposed to, and all these narratives. So now in the beginning, I got mad. Then I wrote a book on mad and said, I ain't doing that no more. But then I said, why am I getting mad when stupidity is my kryptonite? And then I said, it was stupid to put me on child support. So my brain did what nerd brains do. We kick it over to the analytics department. Now, I told y'all I was very analytical. I told you don't know nobody more analytical than me. I'm about to give you an example of that right now. Now, I just said child support is just dumb. Under no perspective is when you put a father on child support, is it smart? You got best friends. I know it's a reason why that father, is on child support. I know. I got it. It's always an excuse why a man is on child support. What's going on, Scott? I see you. So allow me to just blow your dumb theory right out the water. I got a calculator in my hand. Atia LaShawn Bradley took me down for child support for $259 a month. Oh gosh, it's just so funny every time I think about it, man. But now before I say this, check this out. If I told a man it was raining outside, you should use the umbrella right there by the door so you don't get wet and catch a cold or a pneumonia. Do you think if that man say to hell with that and go outside and then a couple of days later he catches the pneumonia, wouldn't you say, damn, that man was dumb? He should have listened. You see, the amazing thing about what I've noticed in my journey, what's going on, Z? What I've noticed in my journey was when you talked about the actions of disgruntled mothers, they was dumb without no reproach. But I can't say dumb. So let me say it again. When you put a father on child support, it is dumb on all scales. So here we go. Atia LaShawn Bradley took me down for child support for $259 a month. A lot of you may say that's a lot of money. I know all her friends said, that's what I'm talking about, girl. Get that nigga. I wasn't a father no more. I wasn't a man that took care of my daughter. I wasn't a man that put my child in a home. I wasn't doing all that. I was not living up to my responsibilities according to Atia Bradley and her constituents, putting me on child support was a power move. So allow me to expose dumb. $259 a month is what I was paying for child support. If we multiply that by 12 people, my child support was $3,108. I spend more of that in fuel every month. Well, not now, but when I lived up north. I'm so used to doing this topic when I was living at the studios up north because I was doing that. But $3,108 a year. But hold on, we want to stuff the stats so Atia Bradley can look like she's the winner. How about we do $3,118 times the 18-year child support career? So we're going to multiply that we're going to multiply it times 18. People, my child support for the career of my child was $55,000. So now let me ask you another question. Now let me shine light back on the questions. Let me shine the light back on the question. Hold on a second. All right. Let me shine light back on the question. Let me shine some light back on the question. So let me do that again. Let me do that again. So, my child support for 18 years, $55,000. That was my child support for 18 years. Let me ask you a question. Is there not people out there? Is there not people out there that make that in a year? $55,000. $55,000. Is there not people out there that make that in a year? A year. My child support was $55,000 for the life of my child. So I'm going to ask you a question again. When Atia LaShawn Bradley took me down for child support, and I'm sure she reported back to her friends with mission accomplished, I got this nigga. where is the upside to me saying $55,000 a year for 18 years? Let me back that up. I kind of messed that up. My child support was $55,000 for the 18-year life of the child. Just how exactly is that? Where's the smarts in that? Because I want to be clear. I was paying $410 a month for private school. So school is only 10 months out of the year. Right off the gate, I'm at $4,000 a year for private school. That times 18 years. Damn, that's a whopping $73,000. I was spending more in education than I was that the courts deemed me, or should I say Atia Bradley's child, was worth. So I don't understand the get it all. I don't understand the get a nigga and child support is the answer. I don't understand that. But I'm going to just tell you something. I haven't met one, not one. I haven't met one woman that said, you was doing everything? Oh, she's just dumb. Every time I met a woman, it was, well, you don't know, and well, you gotta, no. Remember, the man that went outside, God damn it. The man that went outside, remember, the man that went outside with no umbrella and was advised to use the umbrella and got ammonia, we called him stupid. Well, that was stupid of him to do that. How come we cannot look at things? How come we cannot look at things as they are and just say, that was stupid? How come? How come when something is done over here, it's just dumb, it receives adequate criticism, but you can take that same act and then somebody else can do that same thing, and that person could have shown you that they have intellect, they are able, they are of sound mind and body, they are all these things, but they get a different people. Let me tell you what you don't get from me. I'm not prejudiced towards nothing. Right is my only cause I'm fighting for. Righteousness. Things being right. I'm not fighting to save my own feelings. I'm not fighting to justify something that I've done in my past. I'm not doing that. But when I tell individuals about child support, it's like, no, that can't be right. Numbers don't lie. Mr. Jay-Z said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. That's what Jay-Z said. Men lie, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So what does that mean? What's going on, Insatiable? What does that mean? What exactly does that mean? Because listen, there are individuals that never ever broke it down like that before. No, you haven't. So how does a man by just his natural, by the fact that he wants to put his child in the best position possible. How does that man go somewhere and they strip him of that and take him down to less? So what do we say? Oh, this is what estrogen is going to say. Well, maybe she didn't know. You can't say that. Maybe it's all these narratives. All these narratives. Here's the problem with those narratives. I have a job, and I don't want 100,000 men that said, I want to be good to my child, get put on child support, go through all this hurt, go through all this pain under the concept of there's someone on the other end of this that think that they got them. So I'm going to help fathers understand. You're the victim of stupid, executed by your child's mom. We ain't going, no. What we don't do over here, what I don't teach. I don't teach men that dumb narrative of, I went to the courts, let me do my dance. I went to the courts and the judge, they did me wrong. No. You went to court and your mother's plan against you was executed. Because here's what happens. I told individuals this, and every individual that I helped said, damn, that's exactly what happened. Let me tell you what happened. When fathers get taken down for child support, first of all, when we go to court for custody, he's the worst person in the world. He needs instructions to wipe his ass. And then when we go down for child support, he's a billionaire. So what happens is the woman is in court and the woman is selling the court system because that's where it counts. The woman is selling the court system, all the worst perspectives and narratives about you. And then what happens? After court is over with, you'll get that test call. So Friday, I might not be there at 3:30. I'll be there about 3:32. All right. I mean, dag, what's wrong with you? Save yourself, people. I went through depression, and that's what I defend when you hear me speak. I defend all of my hurt. I defend it. I'm not letting nobody tell me otherwise. I'm not letting nobody tell me I'm wrong. You know, I was talking to Miss She-Cakes this morning, and we was talking about the word cheap. And I said cheap doesn't necessarily mean the engine is falling out and it don't work. Cheap means in price. I am not going to allow nobody to play me cheap. I'm not. I'm not going to let nobody sell me a narrative that, hello, Miss Crystal. She says, I'm cooking, but I'm all ears. I definitely appreciate that. I'm not going to let nobody sell me a narrative that, no, you got to understand. No, it's just, do I dare say it? It's just dumb. Let me break it down again. I was paying $410 a month for private school. Let's just go through the numbers. Let's really expose dumb for what it really is. I was paying $410 a month for private school. Now, when I did this before, I asked, how much does it cost to tutor a child? Because once you take a man down for child support, all the things that he does with his child is no longer his responsibility. It's not. You could say it is. Look at your fucking paperwork. So picking a child up every day, $410 for private school, picking a child up every day, saving a Tia LaShawn Bradley, having to do tutoring at $30 an hour, $150 a week. That's another $600 a month. I was feeding the child every day. Let's just say a kid's meal, $5 a day, $25 a week, another $100 a month, another $100. And then after school care, I'm just going lowball it and say after school care for the child was another $150 a week, which in turn, another $600. Atia LaShawn Bradley was getting $1,700. That figure never changed for individuals that was following me for years. Atia LaShawn Bradley was getting $1,710 a month in incentives. People, I never missed a day. I never missed a payment. I never told Ms. Bradley, I can't today. I was flawless because that's what I was taught. I said that in my book. This is what I was doing 10 years ago. But this book is dedicated to Todd Smith Sr., my dad. Dad, I want to thank you for providing me with your DNA. Dad, I want to thank you for helping me and giving me the blueprint, as well as showing me how to navigate myself throughout this cold, harsh world, as well as being a man. Dad, I want to thank you for teaching me that men don't make excuses. How does everything that I say intertwine? But I got individuals that know me and don't hear nothing, have heard nothing that I've said. So we're going to take $1,710 a month in incentives, and we're going to minus the $259 that Atia LaShawn Bradley took me down for child support and then laughed at me when she did it. According to my calculator, that's a $1,451 decrease. But let's just do some overall math again. $259 times 12 is $3,108. Multiply that by 18. Atia LaShawn Bradley took me down for child support for the employment of some of you, 1 year worth of your employment. 1 year. And this is why I tell you individuals, when estrogen speaks, give them what they want. Don't get mad at me because I look at things differently. Don't get mad at me because and this is, let me tell you something. It's hard for unlogical to love me. I get it now because I just keep hitting on all corners of stupidity, and it's like my girlfriends was doing this for years, and it just seemed like the right thing to do. Hell, I've done it, and now when I talk about it, I expose. Because once again, when you take fathers down, I expose that same action looked and viewed differently. Everything else that's dumb knows how to be assessed at dumb. Everything that you're in a conversation with them, they know dumb, they imagining shit that ain't even there, this and all that. But when a woman does something, okay. I get it now. People, do you know that wisdom only comes with age? There isn't a young person with wisdom. Maturity can come early. It can. You can be mature. Nobody says you're very wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom for your age. When the last time you heard that? You never heard that. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Maturity comes with age. You know what maturity at a young age is? It's just being smart enough to know what's dumb at an early age. That's all it is. That's all maturity is. Maturity is being able to spot dumb while you're young. That's all. But wisdom is that deep orbit, deep subliminal, smart wise. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you. At 50 years old, I am entering the rookie stages of having that wisdom. I didn't have this when I was younger. This is why when I turned 50, a lot of things, man, I went through like a wharf of understanding. No, you ain't got to fight that. No, let them be dumb. No, their own stupidity going to catch up with them. No, you ain't got to, no, don't do that. Cool. People, it's a reason why fathers are being sold at the cheapest rate. It's a reason for it. It's a reason why daddies in the community you guys call black, it's the reason why we're only worth $3. You know why we're only worth $3? Because you're asking the wrong person to value us. Let me tell you what the fuck I mean by that. I went to Checker Flag BMW a couple of years ago. I walks in Checker Flag BMW. I got on all my carpet cleaning gear. And it's a guy behind the counter. And one thing that I do as a business owner, I like to give individuals time. I wait. So I'm waiting. And I was standing there for about 7 minutes. People, when you're standing there for 7 minutes next to somebody and they sit behind the counter, that's excruciating time. A guy opens up a door. He comes out of the Bay Area. He says, "Hey, can I help you?" He walks around the counter. I said, "Yeah, I got a couple of issues." I said, I ordered a key for my BMW 6 Series, and I never got a call. Nothing. Showed him my ID. "I'm sorry, we got to ID you." I said, No, it's cool. I goes back there, and he says, it was sitting right up on top, waiting. Okay. He said, "Okay, what else you got?" I said, "I just brought a 7 Series, and I need a spare key for it." Okay. You got I had to show him the registration because, those places, they order the key. Then he said, "Okay, anything else?" I said, "Yeah, I got an 8 Series too." And when I said I got the 8 Series, the guy that was sitting there that didn't say a damn thing to me was like, "Wow, man, how many cars you got?" So to the dealership, this guy got a fleet of damn BMWs. He's all right with us. I got good credit. I'm all right with my creditors. Clients, all right with them. How come the one thing in my life that I don't ever seem to get traction on are women of color? This is why I tell my baby she cakes, you have no idea. Like, I want to just kidnap her and take her to the altar. When I tell y'all she is unlike, when I tell y'all she's my soulmate, I mean that. It's so refreshing to meet a woman of color. Oh, don't get me started. But this is my track record. Yes? Yeah. This is my track record. How do I regurgitate these narratives that I have and then do things like simply take a calculator and show you how stupid it is? How do I do that? Because I got both foots in what I'm doing. I got both foots in what I believe. You either ride with me or get rolled over. Because people, everything in my life, and I mean everything that I did in my life, what I do not have to do is dumb it down or try to get you to understand it from a different perspective. I don't have to change the narrative on nothing that I have ever done in my life. I don't. I accept the dumb things that I did, and I'm not going to defend them. But there's no reason why anybody can tell me why dads are being sold out for $55,000 for 18 years. That is just dumb. And the person that was holding the support order signed by a judge, you can go ahead and say whatever you want. But to be clear, the person that was holding this court order was the same person claiming that they were strong. They're the same person claiming that I'm a queen, and you believed it.